Hi, I'm Gail Stern, Ralph Stern's daughter.
My name is Sherry Stern, and I am Rolf Stern's Schwagertochter.
Ralf Stern kam zurück nach Deutschland.
Ralph Stern came back to Germany.
Over the years, we had asked Dad a number of times, hey, why don't you take us all back to Germany? We'll go to Hohenlimburg, see where you lived, what the surroundings were like then, as you could tell us, and what the surroundings are like now. And while Dad never said no, he also never said yes. That said, he never introduced the topic again. However, when we were on a family trip in 2009 to London and Amsterdam, Gail surprised him on January, and Gail is Dad's Tochter. Gail surprised Dad on January 1st, 2009, and said, since we're out here anyway and Germany's so close, would you like to go to Bad Godesberg for one day today? And Dad said yes, immediately. So off we went. And the significance of that was that Bad Godesberg was where Dad had enjoyed many summers with his cousin Erwin Stern at their uncle's home. Dad said yes to return to Germany more than 70 years after he had left Meckenheim, Germany on September 7th, 1938, to escape to the USA to escape the horrors of the Holocaust.
Frau Stern, warum besuchten Sie Hohenlimburg?
Mrs. Stern, why did you visit Hohenlimburg?
I came to Hohenlimburg after some people from Meinerzhagen had contacted me looking for some of my dad's relatives. And we emailed for a while, and then I went over, and I went to Hohenlimburg. I went to the synagogue where my dad was bar mitzvahed. I went to where his house was. It's no longer standing. And it was really a way for me to learn more about my dad and to honor and respect him, to remember him. We lost him about 12 years ago now, and it was really a way to say, I remember.
Bitte erzählen Sie uns von Ralf Stern.
Please tell me something about Ralph Stern.
He was an amazing man. He was kind. He was gentle. He came to the United States at 15. He joined the U.S. Army when he was 18, went back to Germany, was with the group that liberated Dachau on the first day, which must have been so painful for him. And then after the war, he went back to Hohenlimburg and to Meinerzhagen and to Bad Godesberg looking for some trace of his parents. And after the war, he married and he had 2 children. He worked very hard. He sent us to college. I'm a lawyer now. And he was really part of what has been the American success story of your children being able to do better, to be more educated than you were. The most amazing thing about him, for me, was how he believed in the goodness of people. And after what happened to him and to his family, he lost his parents, his sister, all his aunts and uncles and cousins. He still believed, and he raised my brother and me to believe, that people are inherently good.
Was passierte mit seinen Eltern und seiner Schwester?
What happened with his parents and his sister?
About 42, his family had been moved a number of times. They had been moved from Hohenlimburg to Meckenheim, and then after that they were moved into a monastery in Hagen where they lived for a while. And then one day they were put on a train from Cologne that went to Minsk, and they were taken off the train, marched down a dirt road into the forest, and they were murdered with about 1,000 other people who were on that train.
Sie reisten zu einem Wald in der Nähe von Minsk.
You also made a journey to a forest near Minsk.
The reason that I went there is in my travels through Germany, through Hohenlimburg and Meckenheim and Meinerzhagen and Bad Godesberg, all the places where my father and his family had lived, to Wrexham. I mean, I traveled through a lot, in each place, walking in their footsteps, trying to learn more about them, trying to understand what their lives had been like, trying to understand what it was like to one day have a normal, happy life, and then one day your house is taken, your business is taken, all your belongings are taken, your family is taken, and I wanted to walk in all those footsteps, and the final place was the forest in Belarus. And it was very emotional, but it was also very satisfying, because it was my way of saying, you are not forgotten. And as long as we remember, this can never happen again. And as part of the Never Again, I want to thank all of you for your interest in what happened, for learning about it. I think only through people remembering and learning can we be sure that this won't happen again.
Was können wir, junge Menschen aus Deutschland machen?
What can we young Germans do?
1. Be kind to everyone you meet. 2. Include everyone in your games, in your group of friends, where you go to sit to eat in the cafeteria. No matter what color their skin is, no matter their religion, their size, tall, short, thin, stout, doesn't matter if they wear glasses or not, if they're happy or sad, if they are in a wheelchair or use braces or walk upright on 2 legs, if they have short or long hair, if they have the latest clothes or shoes or not. We are all brothers and sisters in one family of humanity. And the third thing that we can do is remember. What you can do and we can do is to remember what happened during the Holocaust. Never forget. And remember and commemorate the victims whose lives were taken away from them simply because they were Jewish, Roma, Poles, Soviets, or whoever else Hitler and his Nazis deemed as not being perfect Aryans. Danke schön for this opportunity. Best wishes. Take care.